Hello, and welcome. Name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. I'm still making videos about that. This is a little bitty sourced video. Stop the music. So at least that timing, I know just doing that. So I wasn't going to make a source video with this view. However, I made a special video that you'll see at the end, and you train people will like it. All right, let's get to brass tacks. So 1602 and 406. $4 for a book, Goodwill, which I haven't been there in months, and I only found one book. It was interesting. Actually, I was contemplating to not get it, but it just has an interesting context. If we see by these, I was at the Goodwill first, $12.29 Goodwill, the one book, and then $157 at Savers. So I was at the Goodwill first. And I chose this book, Hollywood Babylon. Yes, you can see that. There's some in here. I looked while I was waiting in line. The book itself might, being that it's in really good condition. The other ones listed weren't really in the best of condition. It might be like a $30 book. I paid $4. So I had that at that time. I'm like, all right, well, that's something I can make money on for my time out and about. And I go over to Savers, and I find this, Investigation Hollywood by Fred Otash. Judy Garland's historical marital split, Sinatra's raid, Gangster's wife crush of Vic Damone, Jeffrey Hunter, Mickey Cohen, Frankie Avalon, Scott Bradley, Nikki Hilton, John Carroll, Errol Flynn, Anita Ekberg, so much more. So these two, since they have a lot to do with Hollywood, could probably put the two together. And looking up this Otash gave me more of a reason to pick this one up and then think, I was like, oh, I could put these two because this Hollywood Babylon, for movie buffs, the next best thing is a good movie, of which there are plenty pitiful few these days, is a chance to sink their teeth into some juicy related reading atop the current head of Kenneth Anger's Hollywood Babylon, a chronicle of many of the sordid tales and scandals that rocked Glittertown. Seems to be within that realm. Maybe a little earlier. And then, so, definitely same topic. Otash. Investigation. Hollywood. Type that up. 7 results. $50, $60, $75, $80, $96, $100, $180. Go to sold. I don't think there are any solds. No, 2. For $60, $65. So to find another one that will definitely sweeten the pot, I'm sure I could put these two up for around $100. Which, doing books like that is not my... I mean, I got this Hollywood Babylon. I'm just like, it's something that will sell, that will make money. And it's the first version. There's another one that's cheaper. And this goes all the way up to 100 and this Investigation Hollywood. Well, that's signed. The first edition still get about $100. I don't think this had first edition in it. No. 1976. And the Hollywood Babylon. Hollywood Babylon. Angers. I'm just going to type in the first name so I don't have to worry about the apostrophe. All right, so Hollywood Babylon, if it was signed, which I don't think it is not. So if I go minus signed, so if somebody has the word autograph in there, it's still $250. So they were coming up like $60. $1975. So there's no indicator of first or otherwise. Okay, so let's go. So that would be 1965 minus 1965. 1959, 1975, still 150, 150, 140, 130. So maybe that's, I'll put those individually. A little bit of in-home discovery gets you a little more money for your items. So that, yeah, I think with that 200, there's definitely a remaining, not even, but close enough to that here. So I got these frames. These are Nicole Miller NM61 is what they are. NM31, collection 50. Yeah. All right. These frames are like $40. A handful is sold, but for $2. When they sell. All right. This book here, the great, again, to the side, it's in religion, the greatest thing in the world. So this one, greatest world, Drummond, gold. So this is a gold gift edition. I think they're like $20. Those ones, but I'm not seeing any of the others. And it was the publisher is Pauper. Pauper. And we get up to 50. It's a different look, but they're about $25. That one's 15, but no one has it listed. So to me, it's like $25. I could put it up there and see what happens. No one has it listed, and of all the sales, there's 2. And they keep going. Yeah, only 2. That one's pretty cool. My first scan at Savers when I got there, looking at the CD. This was my very first scan. I already had my first shelf of CDs I was looking at. I'm like, all right, I mean, there's this, that's that. That's just weird, but it has a barcode, so it makes it easy to look up. And I go to Solds, and one has sold for $25, pre-owned. So will I pay the $3? Yeah. See what happens. I'm sure when I go to Terapeak and I do some more looking, things will be a little different. All right, that's Robert Klein. I actually sold, it was either a couple of CDs or a couple of cassettes of Robert Klein, and one of my viewers came in and mentioned who Robert Klein is, the comedian actor. So I already knew this by them informing me and me doing a little more looking, a little more digging into the stuff that I'm selling. So it makes it easier when I see this 8-track. I'm like, oh, this is a comedian on 8-track. That doesn't really happen a whole lot. Go Robert Klein. I think that one came up. It came up priced like $30. Mind Matter 43. Come up. This isn't 8-track yet. Category other formats. 2, 22 and 35. It looks like it is. Well, they had that as sealed. And that's the thing. I was 4 sold, 15, 18, and then brand new pre-owned $20. So it's about $20. But I was watching whenever I found you to flip, I was watching one of his videos and he was talking about going in and repricing some of his things, because the theory would be that if you have something that's worth $100 and it's brand new and it's priced for 25, a lot of people are going to be hesitant to even look at it because it's too much of a price discrepancy. We're like, what's wrong with it? Apprehension, right? Too good to be true. But like, how's that $500,000 Maserati 50 grand? What's wrong with it? That kind of thinking. I mean, if somebody come up and be like, hey, I got a brand new $100,000 Corvette. I completely own it. It's good to go. 10 grand, it's yours. I'm like, no. And if you've watched this enough, this is probably the 5th, 6th, 7th, or whichever of this specific book. This is my book of Bible stories by Watchtower and Tract Society. Matter of fact, they have a First Amendment freedom of speech case called, I think it was Watchtower versus Scranton. In regards to, that's why in most places you have knock and talk doctrine, to where people, neighbors, whomever can come up and knock on your door. A lot of places do need solicitor's permits under certain things, so I'm not going to get into all that. Anyhow, this does not give which year, but it's 36.361 million. 36 million of these. So some people will just abbreviate it as 36M, just to indicate that that's what it is. Book, Bible, my book of Bible stories. 817. So go Watchtower 46. You see right here, they're already in the 20s, and it's not that colored, not that front of the book. Most of these are going to be hardcovers. $35. $40. $40. Over 40. The first edition ones, and I've sold enough of these to know, and I've gone over it, so I don't even have to look it up. I just knew because I've sold plenty of them. So a quick scroll down, they're already at $25. And it's clean. It's like the spine is good. It's been read. $50, right? But I mean, that's these Hollywood books. Let me finish. Okay, so that's gonna wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. Those Hollywood books, right? No barcodes on them. Not all Hollywood expose type books will do well. It's just, I knew I was only going to be at a couple stores. I wasn't going to be getting a lot. So if that's the case in a lot of instances, so if I go out to Avon and there's at least, if I go to at least 6 stores or 7 stores, there's a lot of stuff I'm really not going to hardcore my eyes on. It's just going to be, I want to find that poppy book. Most of the almost all the CDs I'm going to hand sift. Everything else is just going to be eyeball. No barcode, so I have to hand type it, and it's just enough to it to be like, huh, those sound interesting enough. In just the cursory, so got another train coming. That was just on the, well, of course it's on the tracks, but the other set. Hollywood, Babylon, Anglers. anglers, angers. Let's go here. Books. And this is assuming that everybody has these. You should at least have that. So this is a paperback. So I don't want paperback. Paperback. 1984. I'm not looking for those ones. Hardcover dust jacket. Book club. This is not a book club. Book clubs are going to be smaller. It is a book club. Okay, well, I stand corrected there. So I don't want a 1981. So if they're showing that there's third printing in here, unless there's something on some of the back pages, it's a newer printer, print or a sooner, and then it just jumps straight up to $100. But all I saw was these beginning ones right here. I'm like, oh, and I wasn't even paying attention to paperback, but that was enough. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens. Investigate a little more. I mean, I did myself a deed, a solid, a good service by getting it. So how did these turn out? Let me think you're going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. It's all free to help me help you, so I can continue to explain things to help people make money. Enjoy the train. Thank you. All right. I just pulled in from a couple of stores around here, and I heard it as soon as I got out of the car. We're going to be seeing it right there between those trees.